How's it going again tonight, everybody? Just wanted to reach out today, talk to you about something good that happened to me today. It was a really busy day at work. I got a lot of stuff done. A bunch of new things came up that I've been taking care of ever since we took over Merchants. And there's been just people reaching out to me from Vermont on a regular basis now just to raise cash, to invest money. And today was just a busy day. Like I said, multiple requests throughout the day. Had to take care of some risk profiles through our Phenometrica website. Towards the end of the day, maybe like 2:30ish, there was a gentleman that gave me a call and wanted me to invest about $1.5 million, and they were a bunch of directed funds from the client, but I just still thought it was pretty cool that of all the people that were there, he reached out to me because I'm still like one of the I want to say junior members of the investment team, but it was a pretty cool feeling to know that he trusted me to place all these trades. And I mean, the longer I've been there, it gets a little bit, I want to say, I get a little bit nervous when I do trades of that dollar amount. There's been a couple trades over the past couple months where I've been doing maybe $200,000 trades at a time, and today, between a couple ETFs and mutual funds, I invested about $1.5 million in a very short period of time. And granted, they were all directed. It was just another one of those. I'm just double, triple, quadruple checking just to make sure that I'm getting the dollar amounts right. And, you know, again, when you're talking about that much money, I mean, you don't want to screw up anything, but especially not, you don't want to do, it's very easy to do the wrong side of the transaction and buy when you mean to sell, and vice versa, especially when you're in E-Trade or you're in our trading platform on a daily basis. So just, you know, as you're going through the motions and you've already done it 1,000 times, it's just got to pay attention to it and just make sure you're always on the right side of the order. So again, that was it was a good feeling today to just, like I said, get as much done as I did. And I was actually pretty thrilled because, like I said, not only did I get a lot of this stuff done and get a couple things updated for our meeting tomorrow, I know that tomorrow's meeting, while it's not necessarily about individual stocks, there's going to be a ton of stuff that we have to talk about, and me and my coworker, me and her are going to be doing the majority of the talking tomorrow. We're going to be talking bonds that still need to be addressed. We're going to be talking about two Honeywell spin-off companies. We're going to be talking about underperforming stocks for the department. General Electric, probably anybody that's out there that's following stocks is probably going to know exactly what that feels like right now. It stings a lot to continue to have rode it all the way down as far as we have. And I say the second item, I guess, the work, again, it felt good, it felt productive. I was happy that I got as much done as I did at work today. I got home, and shortly after I got home, just did a little bit of cleaning and just checked my email, and somebody at Jackson Hewitt reached out to me again. This was a great feeling for me specifically because in 2015, so for the 2014 tax season, in 2015 I actually did taxes for them for one season, and then the next one I decided that I was going to be trying to do the CFA level 2, so I didn't actually get to it, and I just was studying through that one. And then the year after that, I was actually tried to get involved with it again. And I believe what had happened was I was trying to do everything in such a short period of time. I didn't reach out to like the middle of December to do taxes, so it was probably my bad for getting kind of wrapped up at the last minute. But someone got back with me like a couple days later, and then they gave me like maybe 2 weeks to do like all these courses that were due over the course of maybe 2 or 3 months. So like I said, I got really crunched for time, and part of it was my own fault, but they expected me to do way too much in a short period of time, and I tried to give everything I could, and I still wasn't able to complete the courses in such a short time frame. I accidentally also got an ID number for preparing taxes for the 2016 year when I needed to get the ones for the 2017 year, so there was $50 down the drain that I never got back. Another important lesson, if you're ever doing tax preparation, always wait for the year you're going to be doing it in order to actually get your ETIN number. Now, that was 2017, 2018. I tried to apply again, and I think that the person that was working there just saw that I had dropped the ball and I hadn't completed the courses in a short period of time, and then I just had told them before, I can't finish this, and then I think the next year they got pissed off and they never responded. Now this year, this is another type of job, much like retail, restaurants, where we're doing tax preparation, where there's a lot of turnover. You don't necessarily see a lot of the same people each year, and I would suggest that that's probably the case in HR, and maybe not so much like the office managers, but the individual tax preparers and some of the entry-level people there. You're going to be seeing a lot of new faces. The thing that I got out of Jackson Hewitt when I did taxes in 2015, I got some customer interaction. I actually did a lot of customer service related stuff on the phone and face-to-face. I ended up getting in touch and having to correct some stuff on the phone, and just again scheduling some things. And it was, I would say overall, it was a good experience. I actually really enjoyed tax preparation. It doesn't sound like it would be the most exciting thing in the world, especially because a lot of it was done within the Walmart in Oneonta. Overall, though, I would say I actually really enjoyed it. There was just a lot of new people to see each night. And like I said, yeah, they got kind of redundant. You're asking the same, 50 to 100 questions for each person. But, there's just, with anything else, there's definitely people that make it a little bit better. And some of the people are friendly. It's easy to have a conversation with some of the people. I consider myself a pretty easy guy to talk to, pretty easygoing. So I'll definitely entertain people that want to talk politics and anything else, just sort of giving them a little bit of information about myself as we're doing it. Now this year, for the 2018 tax year going into 2019, they asked if I needed to take any online courses if I hadn't done tax prep. Now I figure with the overhaul of the tax system, in addition to the fact that it will have been 4 years since I did taxes, that it would probably be a good idea for me to do all these online sessions. It sounds like they're not doing the face-to-face sessions anymore, so that would probably allow me to do taxes on the Washington Avenue in Endicott, possibly down in Binghamton, Johnson City, over at the Walmart in Vestal, and maybe the one in Johnson City as well. So it's setting me up for this. As I've kind of talked about different stuff related to the co-op, I've shared that I feel like I'm going to be living more comfortably going forward, and that is true, and I do feel like I still could get a number of the things on my wish list if I wanted to, but I'm not really in a rush to do it. And I get kind of lonely now that a bunch of my friends are gone, so I think it would be a smart idea if I just kept myself busy. And for me, when I did taxes, even though I was probably putting in like 50 to 60 hours a week between the two jobs, I did get something out of it. And even though I was tired and stressed out, it was nice to get probably an extra $3,500 doing taxes for that season, and that helped me pay off a 5-year car loan in 2.5 years. So I don't need to tell you how great it is to be able to make some extra money to get out of debt. It's always right after the holiday season too, so if there's any of that debt hangover from Christmas season or holiday season for any of your friends and family, it's a nice way to take care of that debt. But yeah, I'm really excited that this woman, Miss Brown, reached out to me, and I could possibly have another job lined up for this new year. I think that would be awesome. I mean, if I was already concerned about maybe just having enough to get some of the things I really needed and then having to push it out a little bit to get the things I really wanted as more time went by, this would just help clear up in my head a lot of stress that comes from healthcare costs and comes from car repairs, and I won't have to worry about those things. So this tax season may be an opportunity for me to not only feel like I'm caught up, but I'm getting ahead and I feel good. And just all these videos I watched today, you should be able to work harder and get ahead faster, and a lot of times that's how it works. And there's a good chance that this is what I'm going to do for this winter season, and hopefully I'll share a little bit more as I get back some more emails. But I feel really good about this. I've done this before, so I know I can handle 2 jobs at a time and make some extra money. It's always a good feeling when you earn extra money.